This reality is about to change, and it will never be the same again. Grand Rising. We've been feeling it. We've been seeing it. We're ready for the big one. The big shift. As we're picking up on these energies, and yesterday we discussed the energy waves that you might be riding, higher highs and also lower lows. The contrast between the feelings that you will feel within it could last for 15 minutes. It could last for several hours. And I'm going to explain to you today how you ride these waves. You are picking up on frequency. And the outer world and the inner world. Sometimes we ask the question, does our inner shift influence the Schumann resonance, or does the Schumann resonance influence our inner shift? Both are happening at this. It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's all at once. It's all a frequency. It's all rising up. Your reality is about to change. A big shift is occurring in the world. We saw that, especially in the United States yesterday. A lot of people talking about these things. We're going to talk about blessings coming in, the preparation to accept, going over the waves and what you could do to navigate those highs and lows, what the ascension symptoms are, real life things that are happening in the world right now, nervous system and the subconscious. So important. That's literally the most important thing to know right now, the most important part of the message. Enoch Anointing, thank you so much for the support and blessings. Tremendous book, by the way. I appreciate you being here. Whoever sent a super chat before I got on, let me know. I'm very grateful for that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. This is a powerful energy update today. We are feeling it. We're embodying it. That's one of the things that I've been sharing with the community lately is the embodiment. Your embodiment is all that matters. People are feeling this inside. They're feeling that a massive shift. Things are coming into their lives. I'll wait. Things are coming into their lives. Okay, and you feel this. You feel this ahead of time, right? Just like Dr. Bruce Lipton has shared with us, all animals are able to pick up on vibration and frequency. And we're prepared for a massive shift. It's happening. And just because, and this is where a lot of people aren't getting it, you know, you think about frequencies, you're tuning in like you're dialing into a radio station, and we're dialing in and we're tuning into a frequency. And that's what the reality is. So when you see things on the TV, when you see people doing things, the actual reality is shifting. So just when you think about a frequency and you say, okay, that's a person, maybe signing a bill, right? That's a person coming in or out of your life. All right, it's a frequency. You're tuned into a reality, and this is how we embrace what is really known as quantum manifestation. Are you ready to embrace quantum manifestation? So we do have a lot to go over today. I'm so grateful. This is a live stream. Appreciate if you clicked the like button right now. It allows others to come on the live, get the replay, know what the energy update is all about. Because people are feeling this. And you might be called to sleep extra. I can't tell you, this whole week, deep sleep in the middle of the day. You know, you just pass out. And this, again, is going to tie into the nervous system reset. You know, I share about my wellness journey, lifting weights, training, bodybuilding, so on and so forth. I can't express to you enough, when you have these deep inner changes, it requires much more energy than lifting weights or doing physical things, energetic things. You might be called to, you know, rest more, pull your energy back from more of the modern world things. Pull your energy back today. A lot of people are called to do this. Ringing in the ears, this rising when I got up, the ringing in the ears, it was very loud, okay? I share about my journey with ringing in the ears, and you are picking up on energy. So to wake up and for my ears to be ringing that loud, I'm reading the chat right now. A lot of people, are you experiencing massive ringing in the ears? There are people that maybe their ears never ring and you're experiencing ringing in the ears maybe for the first time. Or maybe your ears are always ringing like mine, and sometimes the sound goes higher, lower, it's louder. It's sometimes accompanied by pressure. Isn't that interesting? Some people are interested in these things. Some people are saying, yeah, I experience that all the time. That's why comment down below. We are a community. We're all going through the shift together. And if you're hearing these things and it sounds interesting to you, then you go and read the comments, because other people from the community are experiencing these things as well. And it is overwhelming. The very first time you have an ascension symptom, you could experience the ringing in the ears for the first time. You could experience, unexplained aches, pains, seeing things, and it's overwhelming at the first time. But then you get accustomed to these things, and it's no big deal. The inner shift that's happening. So as we look at the Schumann resonance, and we have big, powerful bursts and spikes, and those that are new to the Schumann resonance, all biological systems are influenced by the Schumann resonance. And as I said earlier, sometimes as we know, the inner world represents the outer world. Sometimes we're all going through this together. Are our inner shifts, are the collective's inner shifts actually influencing the Schumann resonance, right? It's always connected. This is the preparation to accept. There's deep transformation, not seen, but felt on the inside. You might be looking at your everyday life and you say, you know what, I don't really see much on the outer world right now, but there is deep transformation. It's not seen, but it's felt on your inside. You are being shaped and refined for something big, big, very big. It's so big, light warriors. It's so big. You gotta, and that's why I gotta carry you gotta get strong. You need all this room, because if you're carrying all that old baggage, all the old subconscious programs, you can't, God's got this this big package that all of us are receiving. We're all receiving a big, beautiful package. Didn't they sign a big, beautiful bill yesterday? And all of a sudden, all of the lack, the limitation, you might have been looking at your life. This is how all these things are connected. All right, you might have been looking at your life and you could say to yourself, you know what, I never really had abundance. I lived a life of lack and limitation. I lived a life at this level. In order to have a higher level, your inner subconscious, your nervous system must be reset. These things are happening on the inside, even though you can't see them. You can't really see, but you can feel these frequencies. The blessing is waiting for you. The blessing, see, you thought you were waiting for the blessing. And this is where free will, this is where accountability, this is where inner work. I talk about inner work. Some people get it. Some people, I got to do inner work. Yeah, you got to do inner work if you want to receive this. Listen carefully. The blessing is waiting for you to become the version of yourself that embodies responsibility, grace, and a big, beautiful word called authenticity. It's not you waiting for the blessing to arrive. The blessing is waiting for you to become that version of yourself so that you can receive. Within the past month, I know there's always new people to our channel and what I'm sharing. This timeline is going to require the most authentic version of you. Does that resonate? Does that ring inside you like a bell? I said it before, I'm going to say it today, and this is how we're moving forward in our everyday lives. This new timeline, it's called the timeline of no return. I appreciate that, Lyft Rider. We're getting stronger and more beautiful and younger every single day, every single second. If you want to improve your wellness, please click the subscribe button. I'm going to take you on a journey. right? That's what this channel is about. You want to become healthy, wealthy, and wise. You want to become better physically, mentally, and spiritually. We do it all in this channel, and we're raising up the frequency of others, okay? So I appreciate that. We have to move forward and know that this is the timeline of no return. I didn't stutter when I made that video. This is the timeline of no return, kid. Because you can't go back. Once you've expanded outwards, and again, it's scary at first because, so now you're a new frequency. You know, there's certain phrases some of you know, once you see, you cannot unsee. You can't undo it. You can't put it back in the box. You can't go back to your old way. And it could be scary at first. This is the timeline of no return. You can't go back. This is your new embodiment. This is the higher self embodiment. This is the timeline where you get to, hey, you get to be you. Yeah, you get to be you now. You get to be the most authentic version of you. Not only do you need it, the world needs that. And God needs you to be yourself. You know, a lot of people see social media. A lot of people see, wash, rinse, repeat. It's all the matrix programming. It's all Robotrons, do the same thing. And you're saying, you know what, I don't fit into this world. Of course you don't. You came here to stand out. And now you get to embody the most authentic version of you. You have different versions of you. Right? Those that watch me over the years, you could see the different versions of me. The number one version is the inner child. Yeah. You got to embrace your inner child. When people tell you to grow up, this guy's got to grow up. That's why you fail. That's why you fail at manifestation. That's why you fail at experiencing you have to be childlike. You have to be childlike. And I'm teaching with real life evidence through firsthand experience here on this channel. You have to be childlike. That inner child, that's where you're creating from. That's where you're manifesting from. There's full video. If you want to check out my playlist on the manifestation masterclasses, it's on the channel page. You have to be childlike. And you have to be childlike now as we're going through this shift. This is energy refinement. Energy refinement. You have to be strong. There's people in this world, if you show strength, I'm just sharing the truth. That's why you have to put on the full armor of God at this time. You can't walk on eggshells at this time. You can't apologize at this time because you, the person, I'm talking right to you, kid, you will never experience this new life if you're worried about what people outside of you, they don't care about you, okay? A lot of people live their life caring about, what others think about me, and then they sit in that hamster wheel and they keep going around the loop. We've been breaking subconscious programs on this channel very strongly this year. You have to break them. You yourself must break, and it takes focus. If you could focus to the end of this message, if this is important to you, if you are ready to receive and it's important to you, then you focus. I shared this in yesterday's talk. There are things no one will ever see that I've done in the past 3 months for not one penny. Okay, hours and hours, day after day, month after month, I've been doing the inner work. No one will ever see it. But what they will see is what happens after you do the inner work, okay? Please click the like button if that resonates with you. We got new people coming on. Very grateful for you being here. Okay, so what has happened? Remember, we are prepared for the big one. Are you ready for the big one? Yeah. No, the big one. So the big one is a representation of going up a higher octave. You could go up the scale. Eventually, you have to get that one last one that knock that tips the scale. All of a sudden, you hit critical mass. Yeah, we're hitting critical mass. Do you feel the excitement? Okay, if you could hold this excitement throughout this message collectively, if we all hold the excitement, we hit that critical mass. You could write it in the comments. We have hit critical mass. The wind is stirring up right now. We could feel the stirring in the atmosphere. The atmosphere last night, man, they were blowing up the atmosphere. The boomers were going off. Those were the firework boomers, not the boomers that come on the beach with the lightning bolts, okay? The boomers were booming last night. So you have to have excitement. Live with excitement. Live with excitement today. Are you excited? Energy refinement. A strong vessel is required. A strong foundation is required. You know, a lot of people get into spirituality, manifestation, self-improvement. Things are required, bro. Things are required. And God is going to put you through these things that are required. You can't skip these things. You know, I do a lot of complaining as well. I've gone through all the seasons. Okay, you click subscribe. Okay, let's get 1 million people to learn the truth. I appreciate that. And by you clicking the subscribe button, it allows me to speak in truth and not worry about algorithms and all this other stuff. I'm grateful for that, very much so. We all have to go through the wilderness. We all have to be refined. There's no skip. So let me skip it. Let me skip all this. Okay, it's hard. It's hard what I went through over the past few months. It's hard what you went through, okay? And if these are resonating with you and you're new to the channel, watch the first playlist. You catch right up to date. We went through a very bumpy road, and now we're feeling it at the end. That's what you're feeling right now. You needed that strong foundation built. You need a strong vessel. You need a strong. If there is leaky holes in this mug, all this coffee is going to spill all over the place. This needed to be refined and made well. Okay. Okay. My sister puts these out. Okay. Her Etsy store is in the description. Okay, because you have to be worthy. You have to realize. That's why I focus on these deep truths and being worthy. That's why I'm focused on this like never before. You have to be focused that you are worthy. When you're worthy, you lift the hammer. You understand? So you have to live. This is a subconscious program. There's people out there that they think that they're not worthy. I'm not worthy of having this abundance. I'm not worthy of having this love. And then they run away from it. You could look at it as the man of your dreams. There he is. You see him right there. And every time you see him, you run away from him. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. But honestly, we have to have love, compassion. We all went through the ringer in the past few years. We all have traumas. That's why we love each other. We come back together. And maybe we stop running away from our dreams. This is the time period to do it. So now you have a strong vessel, a strong foundation, not a weak, not looking shaky. Because that whole house of cards, a lot of people built their platforms, a lot of people built things on a house of cards. And in these new energies, if it doesn't have a strong foundation, God is going to knock it down. A lot of you know this. As the lightning bolts cascade in the chat right now, God will cascade lightning bolts until it falls. So during this time, and I felt this, and I'm real with everyone, you know, even being where I am in my life, you know, coming from millions of people could see me. I go through the lows as well. And it hits you very sharply. You felt, because you are picking up a frequency. If you look at the depiction that I put in the thumbnail, we are here. Okay, and you're feeling this right before the explosion. And I try to put that visual so you understand it. We're going like this, and you're feeling it right before the explosion. A massive explosion, an eruption is happening. It could be an eruption of love. Maybe all of a sudden you get the love, and the love just like knocks you over. Okay, but it takes two to tango, right? So everyone that's getting the message, everyone's in a different phase in their life. Some people are magnetically attracting. What you are seeking is seeking you. And then the runner's going to stop running, and the runner's going to run right into you. And then all of a sudden the love, and then everything starts to change. I gave a master class the other night, okay? Wealth, health, and love, and how all these three things are connected. Watch that master class. Your abundance is coming in, but you are running away from the abundance. You can't see the abundance. It's right in front of your face, because in your subconscious mind, you don't see it. It could be right there. It's right there in front of your face. It's time, right? You have to, and you yourself, that's why this is difficult. That's why these energies come in. So you go through these highs and lows, and you could experience extreme depression. It could last 15 minutes. It could last for hours in the past few days. How many people have felt this? So on my journey, so now I share what I do. I make sure I get out in nature. For me, it's the beach. And I'm here to tell you, like it helps me, and I have to do this. And you might have to do this as well. And when it comes to my food, I share about my wellness journey. I know if I pulled back on the carbs, I would be even more shredded. I would even be more dry, as we call it, right? I would be, oh, he's even more shredded. But my ego has to stay at the door right now, and I got to eat the carbs. It could be, for the most part, potatoes or sourdough bread, actually, for me right now. And it actually helps me calm down, and maybe that resonates with you. So in my journey, that's why I'm always sharing all aspects of my life, and then you plug it into yours. I'm very motivated on striving to be healthy and strong and all this other stuff. But then there's a time for this and a time for that. And that's what my Nana taught me. So now it's time to navigate through this final boom. Look at that thumbnail. You're going like this, and boom, 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 boom. And the chat is going off right now. Okay. So the ascension symptoms that we're feeling on the inside and the outer world is changing. You know, yesterday I saw a lot of people posting on Facebook. There was a big, beautiful bill that was passed, right? And everyone was saying, oh, everyone's going to be financially free and all this stuff. If you're new to me, hit me up on Facebook. We're growing like never before on Facebook. And that's how we also operate as a community. I like to take the pulse of each and every one of you. And I also get ideas for what I want to produce as content by listening to the people. You could write "We the People" in the comments section. So a lot of people were sharing about this. And, you know, there are actual things for you to have. Absolutely, Joe. And if you're feeling this energy right now, please put a like on this video. It carries this out. So you have to look at the world. You look at the world and you say, okay, how does a frequency represent that? Well, you are picking up a reality frequency. And you might actually see people come on and off your timeline. And these things represent the wealth that's coming in. A lot of people know there's a big wealth transfer that's coming. You didn't have that wealth. That wealth's being transferred to you. Do you want wealth in your everyday life? Well, you're going to have to. Now this is where the work actually comes into play. If you understand quantum manifestation, it's coming from the quantum. Don't expect it to come from a certain place. It might come from an unknown place, an unknown source. What did I share? And so now we're starting to see how these things all come together. What did I share? You know, maybe it was 2 months ago. Destination unknown, no. It's destination unknown. I know it's hard. I'm a rational man. I like to have direction. And then we go through this whirlwind, the quantum whirlwind of chaos, quantum chaos. Can you feel how high the energy is within all of us right now? We're rising up right now. No, it's quantum chaos. And the destination is unknown. You will not know. You have to be prepared. How do we get prepared, Uncle Mike? You have to go inside. You have to make sure that your subconscious is clean. Keep it clean, bro. You got to make sure you go through the nervous system reset, which means you might wake up in the rising for a sustained period of time with your stomach. It's shaking. Did anyone go through, or maybe you're going through it currently, your stomach? You wake up with anxiety in your stomach is shaking. You said, I never experienced anything like this in my life. A lot of us withstood a lot of damage in the solar plexus. That's why I'm sharing with all of you solar plexus health on this channel. Okay? You want to be healthy? Right? Click subscribe. Take the journey. It's not your fault. What is anxiety? It's fear of the future. How many people didn't know about their future in the past few years? So we all took a hit in the solar plexus. We have to be reset. And you have to realize the truth cannot be told. It can only be realized. This wind is picking up, man. Look at this. These are the winds of change. They are happening right on cue, baby. It's happening right now. These are the winds of change. Here they come. You have to realize, you have to cleanse all energetic parasites, absolutely. Cleanse, and that's what God is. God might have pruned your everyday life. These people weren't going with you. You have to know things. That's why I'm always going to share this as we're moving forward. You have to go on the inside. You got to clean yourself out. You got to get your clairs up, because you might see a person, a situation, and at face value, it looks so mean. Look at that person. She looks so mean. He looks so mean. But they're actually a beautiful person on the inside, and you won't know this if you don't have your clairs up. And then you make better decisions. Then you go to this thing over here. Oh, look how wonderful this looks at face value. And then you made a mistake, bro. You made a mistake, sis. A lot of people did this with relationships. A lot of people did this with maybe job opportunities. And you got drained. You signed up, you went to that job, you changed your life, you got drained, you got used by like a human battery. You went into a relationship, you got drained. Now we have divine, everything's divine, and you are a VIP. I'm here. If you are tuned into this broadcast today, I'm here to give you your VIP. You're a VIP, baby. Yeah, you can ride VIP. Are you a VIP? You are a VIP. Vibrational interference pattern that's glitching the matrix, baby. Oh, baby. Vibrational interference pattern. That's what you are, and that's what we're feeling right now. And we need more vibrational interference patterns. When I started this channel, I did a video, the best of my ability in the beginning, and I was sharing constructive and deconstructive interference waves. You gotta understand these frequencies. You are a vibrational interference pattern. Interfere, right? You are glitching the matrix. This is what's happening right now. And when there is vibrational interference within your nervous system and your subconscious, your nervous system might be going haywire, and it's difficult to go through these phases. It's not easy. It's not easy to go through it. And that's where the depressions come up, and that's where the traumas from the past, they come up to the surface for you to purge. They come up to the surface, you look at them. You ever see that meme? I love that meme. The person's holding the other person's eyes open. Look at it. Go ahead, look at some, because some people don't want to look at it. We all have to look at things. The best way is taking out the accountability mirror. Some people want to look for problems. You got to take out that accountability mirror. And I'm here to guide you. I'm here to inspire you, motivate you. Like your ascension coach, right? Sometimes we have to look in that accountability mirror, and now we could see this. Oh, this was the subconscious program running in the background that I never saw before. Oh, now once you are conscious of the unconscious, pay attention. Once you are conscious of the unconscious, now you could get in there, and you're going to do this. And it's going to take a sustained period of time. Yeah. That means when this energy comes in, that's the ability to cause change. What are you going to do with that? You're able to change your everyday life. There are always new people to this channel, and what we're doing right now, this is 3 months. This is the summer of assert dominance, and we're seeing the energies come in right on cue. Isn't it divine timing? Are you ready to change your life in 3 months? Are you ready? Are you ready? Life has become so intense. I'm speaking to people out there that are going through this. You've been through this in the past few months. Harsh depression. It feels like you're dying because the old life is dying off. I'm here to tell you, it gets so intense so that you can get into the present moment to make a free will choice. Pay attention to this message. Pay attention. It gets so intense so that you will get into the present moment to make a free will choice. People don't change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. That's where we are. And we're right before the boom. Are you ready for the big one? This is the answer. That's why it's so intense. Because you, the person that's getting this message, you're going to say, I'm going to stop self-sabotage. I see self-saboteurs all the time. Sometimes we complain about other people. And I did my own reflection too. And I know, listen, we all have external things that pop in, but sometimes we magnetically attract them. But what are the things that we're in control of? And we have to be honest with ourselves. Are you self-sabotaging love? Are you self-sabotaging wealth? Are you self-sabotaging health? You know, even with our health, you raid the cupboards at night, you're eating Dunkin' Donuts and all this stuff. You have to say, you know what? I could stop right now. And all of these things, even with our own diet, it's a subconscious program that's looping in the background. I break the loop. Okay. Hughes, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support. Thanks for the intense wake up, Mike. It's an intense wake up call. If you are focused on this message, and this is the way. But I'm here to tell you, you know, things could be tough. I talk about a lot of tough things. You know, this guy's kind of tough over here, right? And what I'm teaching people is balance. But who I really am, oh yeah, baby. Who I really am is the inner child. That's who I am. Yeah, I'm a ball of love, baby. I'm a ball. I'm just putting my leg up. I'm just relaxed. Now we're in the chill. We are in the chill part of this podcast. It's good to see everyone. And so I teach people balance. All you have to do, a great light warrior wrote a comment here. It happens through osmosis. All you have to do is show up every day. And all you have to do is watch me. Through osmosis, you need real life evidence. So I've shared this. So I am, as a scientist, I observe nature. I observe patterns. I observe nature, the plants. I observe animals. I study animals. And I see how certain humans, how the humans do these certain activities. When you show up every day, that is, I'll wait. The teacher will never leave me. It just never will. I appreciate everyone that just came on. Please put a like on this video so others get this live stream. Very grateful for that. Very grateful. You have to have childlike joy. When you have childlike joy, and I've shared this, and I don't allow others to dim my light, you have to be childlike. I see it all the time. And you're going to see this. Everything is a vibrational frequency right now. Don't see people understand frequencies. You feel that, Crystal, right? No, a lot of people are feeling it. This is the truth. I don't see people, things, or situations. I feel frequency. And you can't hide from these things. So, and I tell people, walk around with the Hawkins scale of consciousness. If you don't know it like the back of your hand, just put it in your pocket. Print it out, put it in your pocket. And when people are running their mouth, you could just pull out and say, oh, this is guilt. Oh, this is shame. Get this crap out of my life. You know, God prunes your life. God prunes people out of your life. God prunes situations out of your life. God prunes or helps to prune the subconscious. You have to get in there. You have to make decisions. You know, a lot of people use this term obedient to God. And how are you obedient to God, Uncle Mike? I'll tell you how I'm obedient to God. When God shows me, if I allow that back into my life, then this is free will. The inside is free will. The outside is sometimes it's not free will. Years ago, I coined the term dimensional bleeding, you know. You could be on the beach, you're enjoying the beach, and someone puts this loud music on. And sometimes we have to get up and move away from it ourselves because we're, you know. That's the peaceful pattern. Get up, do what you say, get up, move away from that loud, go get your peace somewhere else, okay? Isn't right? That's interesting, right, Teresa? These are the deep truths. I like to sit upon the balcony and just drop the deep truths to the universe. That's what I'm doing here. So movement, so important. We are going through highs and lows at this time. Movement is important, and saying to yourself, I'm willing to feel again. I know there's people that were hurt. They're out there. They might be tuned in. If you don't say, I'm willing to feel, you can't live. You can't live in bubble wrap, because we protect ourselves for a season. You have to. I'm a Cancer. Sometimes I go into my shell, but now you have to get out of your shell. Now you have to, it's safe to come out now. Because then after time, listen carefully, if you're in that wilderness too long, if you're in isolation too long, it is going to rapidly deteriorate yourself, and you might be getting this message. And I'm going to tell you this because there's tons of real life evidence through the people, everyone I hear this from, and I have to do my due diligence to make sure I put myself out in the world, that I'm open and free and attracting my love and attracting my wealth and attracting and not being afraid. This will never change. Regrets is worse than failure. Because later in life, I was afraid to do things, and I got here and I manifested a new life, okay? Click subscribe if you're interested in this real life journey. And I was afraid to do things. And if I never pushed through the fear, I had very fearful things that I had to push through. And some of them, for some aspects, were real deal fear. You might have even income that you might have to say, you know what? F it. I'm going with God. I'm going with faith over fear. I did that. And then there are things that really weren't so fearful, but it's just my own personal thing. Relocation. You might be living, if you want to upgrade, watch my video where you have to leave your hometown to truthfully ascend. You might have to leave your hometown to truthfully ascend. And a lot of people know this. If you know this, write a comment about it. And if you don't know this and you're interested, watch that video. Okay, I'm just facilitating all these things. I appreciate all of you facilitating this by sharing the messages. Going with God, absolutely. Lily's grabbing my hair again. She sprouted a new one. I'm going to have to prune. There's some pruning I have to do. I might make a little Facebook reel of me pruning her. Okay, hit me up on Facebook. And so that's a representation of what God does for us. And this is how you have to understand the words. And some people, they're not understanding. They just hear things, whatever. Like, I am God to this plant, because this plant is stuck in the soil. If I don't, it will die off. If I don't go in there and prune it, I'm making this plant better, right? So that's what we could do for other people. That's what God does. This is what it means to move in the image of God. Do you understand? This plant can't get up. Well, I'm going to go get water. Oh, I got to cut these things off. I got to prune myself. Can't do it. I do it for the plant. I'm just using this as a teaching tool. You understand? This is what we have to do for each other right now. So many things could change if we all stop being afraid of each other. So many things could change if we all stop being jealous of each other. I've seen this. I've seen people wish that other people, I hope they never find love. Be careful what you wish for. That shit might blow up in your face. Please click the like button if you know this. I appreciate that so people hear this. Listen, don't get jealous of people's wealth. I have a friend in the gym, he earned all this stuff, and he does drive a super fancy car, and that's his birthright. I don't get jealous of him, right? He earned that stuff. He's one of my good friends. And that's what he wants in his life. We all want something in our life. See, the love that we attract, like something that, like, it just resonates in my soul. And this is what divine connections mean. So, to me, it'd be like the greatest thing. To someone else, it'd be like, what the heck you want that for? Or like some form of wealth. Maybe I want this. Or maybe I want actual peace. Or maybe I want to live in a certain situation. I shared about this before. Some people, they want to come down to Florida, and they go to Miami. Ooh, Miami, baby. You couldn't give me the condo for free. I don't want nothing to, it's just it's too much for me. I like quiet. And that's just for me. I'm not judging you. You want Miami condo? Go. All right, let's get the Miami condos going. Right? I'm just trying to give real life evidence. So we're in this energy right now. You have to manifest according to you, not what's popular, not what other people want. Okay? That's just me. I'm an empath. Okay? When I go to the beach, I go to places that the people don't go to. All right? I know that, and that might sound strange to people, and some people that are getting this, they get it. They understand it. They understand it. There's a lot of frequencies out there, and sometimes you need quiet. Why do you need the quiet? Oh, because your nervous system is resetting. And I went through my major nervous system resets, and your body, listen, your body knows. Your body knows when the season's over. Your body knows this. Your body knows it's time for you to level up. You need for certain aspects in your life. I'm just telling you the truth. You need isolation for certain aspects of your life. And you need a divine relationship for certain aspects of your life. Otherwise, you will never, you grow through other people. If you sit there staring at the wall, there's the wall. There I am, afraid in the basement. You never grow. A lot of people are just running away from others because they're afraid. You never grow that way. You don't grow in bubble wrap. And you need people that fan your flame, that don't put out your fire. You need that divine partnership, spiraling upwards. Not tearing each other down, not doing the Matrix thing. A lot of people are done with the Matrix thing. It's rare. It's difficult. It's difficult to go out in the world. The things that feed your soul, absolutely, Teresa. And I know this. And you have to. This is why you must get your clairs up. You must know energy signatures. I am a professional at energy signatures. I know I got to avoid that person. I feel the energy of that one. And that's going to improve my life, and that's totally not going to improve my life. And in the rational mind, these things might not make sense. It might not make sense. With your work, this is going to feed my soul. Oh, but that's less money. Because it's all about the money. No, it's not about the money. I do it. I know a lot of people tuned in. You would rather take less money for a quality of life. Years ago, when I went to St. John's University, right, I took theology courses. They were the greatest thing in my life. I took theology, philosophy courses. I learned all these things, and now they're relevant in my life. And one of the greatest terms I learned, my professor taught me, he said, a quality of life over a quantity of stuff. And sometimes it's the most simplest thing, and it's the deep truths of the universe. And when I heard that, this is what, like, you're going to get all this information, and only like 5% of the information is going to be life-changing. And it's a quality of life. It's so simple. This is a deep truth of the universe, okay? Quality of life over a quantity of stuff. That's my abundance that's going in right now. My quality of life is going to improve. You need you don't need a quantity of stuff. You need a quality of life. What do I need all this stuff for? Okay? And then when it comes to relationships, why do I need to talk to all these people for? I just need the one quality one. A lot of you know this. It's very difficult. It's difficult to get, but we're going to get it right now. We're all going to get it right. Please click the like button if that resonates with you, and please click the subscribe button and take this journey, because we are, this summer, it's going to be, it's real hot this summer. Yeah, you can fan the flames, and we have to fan each other's flames, and we have to, the fire rises, and this fire, it's bubbling up. That's the Holy Spirit fire. Some of you pick up the Holy Spirit fire as I go through the live stream. It's blazing, Light Warriors. And sometimes, we see these energies in the Schumann resonance. We know with the role of the X-class solar flares. Oh, a solar flare's coming. What's the big deal? Just because you don't see certain things, it doesn't mean they're not doing energetic shifts. And the energetic shifts, oh, your reality will shift like never before, baby. I appreciate each and every one of you. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Jen M writes, abundance from nothing. Yeah, it's been real quiet, and abundance is coming in like never before. So I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to me, check out the first playlist on the channel page. It will catch you right up to date because this is a very pivotal month in the history of humanity. And again, pay attention. Just because you hear that, it doesn't mean that you're going to see massive eruptions, massive UFO, maybe the massive UFO, maybe the mothership lands. But there are things that sometimes happen in the background. Go to the subconscious. The inner changes that have happened within me, within you, those things are that's actually when your inner belief, when your inner energy, when that inner frequency shifts, that's actually the biggest change. This is happening now. Don't go back. Don't go back to the past. We're headed towards the future. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, everyone, for being here. Share this video today. We'll have more posts on Facebook later today. Find your people. Find your family. The ones that fan your flame, not the ones that try to put you out. I give you the deep truths of the universe here. All right, we have a lot to go over this month, so appreciate everyone showing up in divine timing, because that's what this is, baby. All right, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.